Hi everyone, it's Lauren from Crafty Hippie. Today we're going to be making a not thank you card, an I love you card, using the PS You're the Best stamp set. So in the middle it's going to say I love you. I'm going to be using the Stamparatus today with the template that I made that I showed you how to make some weeks ago. I'm going to be keeping the colours really simple. I'm stamping in shaded spruce, this lovely shade of green. And I'm going to be using some marker pens and a blender pen with this ink pad to colour in the leaves and the flowers. Okay, really simple. You only need this one stamp set today. I've teamed it up with the Wood Textures Designer Series paper, which is a 6x6 paper pack, which is absolutely lovely and is, as you would imagine, it's just lots of wood textures. I think some of them are photographs. Really lovely. Okay, so a few weeks ago I showed you how to make a template for your Stamparatus, and today we're going to be using the template. So if you're not sure how to make this, then have a look at my earlier videos and you'll find it. If I can work out how to put a link up, I'll put a link up now. But I've not got that far with YouTube yet, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to link to that. Right then, so I'm going to be stamping so that I create this shape here. Now, it isn't an exact circle. The stamp that I've used out of PS I Love You does not sort of allow for that shape. And also, I didn't want an exact circle. That's not the look that I'm going for. So I'm basically stamping along this edge here. And I'm just going to keep moving the cardstock and stamping, and then we will create this pattern. So I've not long had the Stamparatus. It's a brilliant bit of kit. I'm still getting to grips with it. There are a lot of experts out there, but obviously, like most things, that comes with practice. So I've just inked up with this shaded spruce. I hope you can see this. And just simply press the arm down. Now I'm going to move it and line it up with this line here. Use the magnet to keep my piece of paper in place. I'm going to ink up again. I hope I'm getting all of this in the shot. So all I am doing is I'm moving my piece of paper around and around. Oops. These are really strong magnets, so really good. And I just keep inking and stamping and moving the paper about until I'm happy. So as I said before, I'm not doing an exact wreath circle shape. I am wanting this to look a bit natural. So the foliage does go round in a circle, but for our background, but it's not an exact wreath sort of look. And this will be the decider whether I've done this properly. The last one there. Now I'm sure I'll do many more videos on the Stamparatus, but like I said, I'm still sort of getting to grips with it myself. Okay, so there's my inked piece, my finished piece, and then I'm going to put the sentiment across the middle. So I'm just going to move the Stamparatus out of the way. So I really love the PS You're the Best stamp set. I recently won a prize from Stampin Up. I don't know what the prize is, for my typewriter card. Basically, Stampin Up are trying to encourage people to do simple stamping where you only need one stamp set. and a few inks, because creating really complicated and over-the-top cards is wonderful, but it can become really cost prohibitive, and if you're just starting out as well, it can really put you off stamping. So they've created the hashtag simple stamping, and you can find that all over social media, and very basic cards, but still very beautiful cards. And yeah, so I made a card with the typewriter. I think it said "You're the best," and it had colours, all sorts of colours behind it, a bit of a rainbow card, and I had a message under the video from Stampin' Up saying that I'd won for the month of December. I'd won a the simple stamping competition with my card, so I was really pleased. So thank you if you watched that video. Okay, so yeah, we're not using the typewriter today in this card. I forgot to say, we're literally just using the little flowers and the "I love you." So I haven't got the latest markers with shaded spruce in. I've got an old set of markers where only some of the colours are current. So I'm just using a blender pen, and I'm just gently touching the corner of the ink pad and picking up the colour and colouring in the leaves. So it doesn't matter at all if you don't have, a set of markers. If you've got ink pads and you've got a blender pen, that's all you need. Now obviously where I dipped in the classic stamping pad initially, obviously the ink was really dark, but the beauty of these pens is you can just keep colouring until the colour gets lighter and lighter. So then it looks like, you've got even more colours going on than you actually have, because you can do lots of shades. Now my colouring isn't brilliant today, I'm a bit shaky today. Also, I'm really struggling to talk today, so if you've watched this far, then well done. I do talk about it in my videos because I don't think we should hide these sorts of things, but I do have fibromyalgia and ME, and yeah, I obviously make these videos when I'm having a better day and do a load of them in one go, but even then, I really struggle. By the end of a video I'm usually very tired and my brain's a bit wobbly. Right, okay, so that's all the leaves coloured in. I'm just going to get a piece of scrap paper to clean off my blender pen. Just something I forgot to get. So yeah, to clean your blender pen, just get a piece of scrap paper and just very gently colour until the colour comes off. And then you're able to use that for another colour. Now it's a bit of staining on the nib, but that's to be expected, but that's now clean. I love the blender pens. You get 3 in a pack. You get different size ends, I believe, although yeah, I've never really paid too much attention to the ends because they're just really good and they last forever. They're so good. I've had these a long time, and I'm really careful. I really look after all my kits, so it does last an extremely long time. Okay, so I decided to go with 3 colours. Calypso Coral, Blushing Bride and some Melon Mambo. Oh, before I do carry on with the colouring, I'm just going to stamp my sentiment, I think, and then I can move this ink pad out the way. You're probably about to see the top of my head, apologies. Oh, that's a bit inky, not so happy with that. I might do that again on the other side. You get 2 shots at this. Oh, it's a new stamp, I think that needs cleaning a little bit, but anyway, that's better. So we can pop the shaded spruce to one side. Pop the sentiment to one side as well. And hope that I haven't got ink everywhere. I am really clumsy. Okay, so I'm going to colour in these flowers. Now these Many Marvellous markers, or Stampin' Up markers, they've got a writing end and they've got a colouring end. So I'm just using obviously the colouring end to colour. And I'm just going to put these colours on completely randomly, no sort of rhyme or reason. And you could get clever and blend them all in and make the petals look shaded and stuff like that, but today I'm just going to keep it simple and just colour them in a straightforward way. I might even end up putting in a fourth colour, depending on how it looks. I love Calypso Coral. It's a sort of a peachy orange colour. It's a colour we've had around for quite a while now. You're probably not going to pick up the shade in this light, but so lovely. And the Blushing Bride. Now I'm wondering if it does need another colour, but what exactly? Obviously I've gone for sort of shades of pink and orange. I'm wondering whether to just throw a completely different colour in there, like a blue or a purple, but I'm probably at risk of ruining that. I wonder if Blueberry Bushel would just suddenly give it a bit of pop. Should we try that? I'm probably going to ruin this now. What do we think? Yeah, let's go for it. It's quite strong. Actually, I think that works. I'm not really a blue girl or a pink girl. I'm always saying that. I think green is my favourite colour. But ever since Blueberry Bushel came out, I've just used it so much. It's such a lovely colour. If someone were to ask me what's my favourite Stampin' Up colour at the moment, it's definitely Blueberry Bushel. think, yeah, I think that's us coloured. Yeah. Okay, so clean off my blender pen, put the blueberry bushel away, and then we can put our card together. Now, the wood textures paper is just going to go behind, so you're only really seeing sort of the edge, which I'm going to stick down with some snail, which is my favourite glue. And then I've got some shaded spruce for the background. Obviously, I haven't got a piece right now actually, but obviously put a piece in there so that you can write on there, or get a white pen, of course. But it is easier to put a little piece in the back, especially if you've got several pieces on the front as well, because otherwise what can happen is your card can end up not standing up properly if the front is too heavy. Okay, so we're going to glue that down. Oh, have I done that wonkily? Yeah. See if I can rescue that without tearing it. I'm not good at this. This is the bit I really struggle with. Oh yeah, that's fine. And the beauty of this is you can obviously decide whether to have it opening that way, stand it up like that, or whether you want it that way. I'm a bit of a fan of having them like that, so I've got my sentiment that I've stamped, I love you, and I've got a little bit of backing paper for that as well, so we're just going to stick that down. Oops, actually, I wonder if we can... Now, I didn't get that sentiment exactly in the middle, but it doesn't matter. It's a handmade card. Obviously, it's a bit more difficult as well when you're doing this on film, when you're doing it and you've got time to concentrate. Let's put some Stampin' Dimensionals. Oh, that one's not sticky. Oh, I've got the backing paper on there as well somehow. Oops. Doesn't usually happen. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to put some little pearls on. Now, I was going to put one on either side, but as this isn't, I haven't stamped that straight, I think I might do 3 there perhaps and 1 there. I don't know, but basically my card is now asymmetrical, so we need to work with that. Let's put 1 there. And then, oops, the fiddly bit that I always struggle with. 1, 2, there we go. A beautiful and simple and fun I love you card. Thanks for watching.